Hello everyone, this is George Gonzalez, real estate agent, author, and speaker with my lovely friend here.
I am Coach Elle, and I'm actually a relationship coach and also a real estate agent.
Today's episode is going to be, who are you being? Okay? So what exactly does that mean? Who are you being?
It means how are you representing yourself? What is your those non-verbal behavior? What's going on in your mind? What are your feelings that you're not kind of aware of? And then your behavior and the way that you talk or greet people or walk even represent what's happening inside.
So are you being like a social, or are you being too guarded? Is that kind of what it means? Like, who are you trying to be? Is that what that means?
Yes. So if you're angry, or if there is some emotion going on inside, imagine when you're walking on the street or in an office, you can tell if the other person is not feeling well, or if they're not happy or they're angry. You can tell by just looking at them.
Yeah.
So that's, I want you to understand that, to be conscious about who are you being. Maybe not every second of the day, because that'd be a little bit hard, but at least once or twice a day, just kind of check back with yourself and see, who am I being? Am I happy? Am I content? Am I doing what I was supposed to do for myself? Basically, that's a key to any kind of relationship, to be aware of who you are and what you want, and really respect yourself in those ways.
Well, and if you do, you're definitely more approachable too, because people sense your energy, they sense the vibe, right? And if you're not conscious of that, people are not going to approach you, because you might seem like you're in a bad mood. You're not social. You don't want to talk to anybody. You're just kind of closed in your own little world, you know? Now, if we are not realizing, what we really are at that moment, how can we work on ourselves to really be better at that? What would you recommend?
So I had a client, a young lady, who wanted to be in a relationship, but was very kind of a bit of a defensiveness that she had.
Okay.
So I asked her a simple question. I said, when you go to the grocery store, do you look around? Do you say hello to people that are buying cheese or milk or anything? And she said, no, I just go buy my stuff and just leave. And I said, okay, maybe next time when you go, you just kind of be aware of your behavior, and just kind of smile and say hello to somebody who's like reaching out to grab something that you're next to you. And this way you're opening yourself up to receive and be open to any kind of interaction, a positive interaction, when you're smiling and you're saying hello to the other person.
I just realized that I was like your client too. I used to go places and I really wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't say hello. I wouldn't smile. I would just go grab my stuff and just pay and leave. I was exactly like your client, until one day, I don't know why, I said hello, and the weirdest thing happened. They said hello back, and it made me feel good. So it almost like it made my day better, because I had that interaction with them. And I didn't realize that a lot of us actually go through that. What other stories can you share about that, and how positively, by talking to you help them get out of that funk?
It's basically, I actually help my clients through Calling in the One book. And we have either 7 to 10 sessions So each session is about how basically to make peace with who you are.
Mm.
And that's the key
Yeah.
to having a good relationship with yourself, and then opens you up to have relationship with other people.
Yeah.
Not just your significant other, life partner, but in the business world. If you're defensive, if you're still angry at some other incident that happened many years ago, then you're not open to, first of all, love yourself,
Yeah.
and second, to invite other people to come to your life.
So you have to be comfortable with who you are and love yourself in such a way so you're able to trust people. I want to say that this actually kind of sounds like there might be the effects of past traumas, maybe childhood traumas, that maybe puts us in that defensive mode. Do you think?
Yes, it can be childhood traumas. It can be the relationships that you had in the past that you don't have, positive outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Can be anything. And if you kind of sit down and look at it in a deeper way of what has happened, and I'd be happy to help you to go through that.
Yeah.
Then there are some keys of how to process this, so you can understand what happened in that relationship or in that interaction, and then now today what your goals are, because that was happening in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Today that incident is not there anymore.
Yeah.
But you're still carrying those negative thoughts from the past.
Yeah, I've been really guilty of that. Of course, a lot of us have. We go through certain parts of our early parts of our lives, and we do tend to bring that forward with us. Not sure why, and then we think and we try to judge people according to everybody in our past, and of course, that's not fair to anybody new that we meet. That's never a good thing. But I'm glad we're talking and we're having this conversation, because I think a lot of people really need to look deep within themselves and figure out, why do I really treat certain people a certain way? Why do I act this way? And why am I really being defensive and not letting people in? Because not everybody is bad, especially like people that have been bad to us before. So thank you so much for sharing that. Any other kind of experience that you want to share as far as with your past clients that might be helpful to the people that are watching this video, especially maybe some of the young people? I know that young people struggle with relationships a lot.
One thing that comes to mind was a young man who I had a conversation with, and he kind of assumed that he was in this relationship with this other young lady.
Assumed?
Through text. So it just, it was interesting that he was not very keen about texting, but then he got involved in that interaction and was waiting days and weeks for her to answer the text.
So they were just texting buddies, attempting to be texting buddies?
Yes, and it's interesting because then I asked him, I said, so you're telling me that you're not keen about texting. So what was the reason that you continued?
That he accepted that.
And then why didn't you communicate? Why didn't you just say, I would invite you to look at it.
Yeah.
And see if this is not working for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just meet for coffee?
Yeah.
Why can't we talk on the phone for 5 minutes and see, have a conversation, a chat?
So what did he say? Why did he allow that to keep happening?
There was no specific answer,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the deeper part of it is that the fear of rejection.
Okay.
If there is part of that person who thinks that, okay, even texting, it gives me that connection, I want to stay in that.
So he was willing to get like the bare minimum to be like you said, he thought he was in a relationship, I guess. So the bare minimum was sufficient for him then.
Yes. So that's why it's important to know exactly what your needs are.
Yeah.
If your need is to be with that person, to see them face to face, or have a phone conversation, or just have a cup of coffee, then it should be communicated. And the texting part is not for you, just, that kind of doesn't work here and there, yes, but not on a regular basis.
Do you think that it was a lack of confidence because he didn't really love himself for who he was, possibly, that he allowed himself to be in that position?
When you, an individual, knows what they want and really stays in that space, then that means that they love themselves.
Correct.
If they don't, there's something wrong.
They're lacking something.
So that means that they don't value their needs.
Yeah, that's definitely important. I mean, we have to value ourselves in such a way that we make sure that we get what we need. And if the other person is not willing, then that's not the person for us. But that's a great. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is there any final thoughts that you'd like to share with our young viewers? Because I know a lot of young viewers are watching us today.
Be confident of who you are. Understand that you're special, no matter what. And be keen in understanding what you want in life.
Yeah.
Explore. Read. Just take classes. Do anything and everything that you can to find that core understanding of what you want.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your insights and sharing this amazing, valuable information with our viewers and stuff like that. So, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys.
Bye. Have a good day.